Hey, what's up guys? I wanted to take a second to remind you, please hit that subscribe button, and if you like what we're doing and want to support the channel, you can do that via Cash App at American Made Channel. Now, let's jump into the video.
I was with him a lot. The father had me next to him. A lot of the mob guys, they like to talk to guys that are around them, like their dogs or their peasants. And again, I'm going to talk about Albanian culture. We ain't going to accept that. That's not just me. That's just our culture. We're not going to let anybody talk to us like we're beneath them. So if you respect me, I'll respect you. As he got into a position because of his father. Same thing. These guys get into positions that, in my opinion, they're not even close to deserve because they're not out there. They didn't grow up in poverty like I do, or I talk a lot about the neighborhood kids from over where I grew up, the Spanish and black, because these guys grew up like me. We don't grow up with anything in our hands. We don't have no money, like in Albania. 3/4 of the country is broke. So when you come from a hard life, you're legitimately from the street, whether you like it or not. And then you can do it the right way, come out of the street, or you can do it the wrong way. So these guys are starting off with spoons in their mouth, what we call silver spoon. So I think that as he elevated, he forgot who he was talking to. He wasn't talking to one of these guys that go get your car or somebody that cares that your father was the boss. I'm a guy that's loyal to them to an extent. But when you try to abuse that loyalty, then yeah, it cuts things off. And he spins it and says he didn't put anybody in jail. That's a complete lie. When you're giving information against guys, there's investigations that lead down the pike that gets guys locked up all over. Plus, Danny Marino couldn't get a bail. He couldn't get out of jail because of his testimony. Other politicians got arrested, and different people got indicted over the years. But I understand why John did it. For me, now I'll talk about John Gotti Junior His whole crew of wise guys and made guys, captains, they were all testifying against him. And he did go to trial. And I guess at a certain point when I was in a penitentiary in Brazil, he didn't want to sacrifice his life anymore because these guys were turning on him. And he betrayed himself and he betrayed me by going to meet with the FBI. Now, over the years, they try to change those facts. But those facts are facts. I'm in a penitentiary. He's meeting the government. I wasn't talking. That's why I was in a penitentiary on the run. I was using John Gotti Sr.'s lawyer, Richie Raybach, all the way till the 2000s. So if you are talking, everybody would know about it. I used him. I used another mob lawyer called Mike Pinsky. I used mob attorneys. So everybody knew I wasn't talking. And then when I went to Brazil on the run, if you are snitching, if you are a spy, you don't run. You just come in and you keep all your money and you don't run nowhere. You don't stay in a Brazilian penitentiary for 2.5 years and spend millions of dollars fighting cases. So that nonsense is for people that are uneducated, that don't understand this life, or it's for people that are fans of those guys. And they'll go against you no matter what the truth is. And the family's still talking about me. They're never going to stop. You're never going to stop them. And I just said, they're not Gotti's rules. They should have, my author should have put these are Alite's rules. You screw me, I'll screw you back double.
John Alite was a gutter rat mutt.